Look at her, she's spittin' nerdy. Look at her, she's spittin' nerdy. Can't you see she's spittin' nerdy? Look at her, she's spittin' nerdy.
Good morning! I am just finishing up my morning routine by breaking my fast with a little bit of bone broth and coconut yogurt. Since starting the autoimmune protocol to help heal my gut, I've been posting like my meals on Instagram and stuff like that, like I usually do, like in my stories, and the number of DMs that I get from people asking for recipes has just skyrocketed. I don't know why my AIP food just looks so good, but I'm really excited that you guys are excited about it. So I thought today I'd do a little bit more of an in-depth, like what I eat in a day, really sharing like how I make the food, what's actually in the food, so that if you want to copy one of the recipes, you can. And I think you're really gonna like what I'm doing for dinner, although I just realized as I said that I have not thawed any of the meat that I need to use. So I should get on that. And just as you guys have been excited about the different meals that I've been posting, I have also never been this excited about food before. Since starting AIP, I have been loving like everything that I eat so much. It's really hard to describe because I love food anyway. Like I've always really enjoyed food, but there's just something about what I've been eating while I've been AIP that just makes me so excited to like cook my next meal and see what I can do. I think it's because since AIP is pretty darn restrictive with what you can eat, it has forced me to be a lot more creative when it comes to making my meals. And so it's just, there's this whole new world of stuff that I never explored or tried because I didn't have to. And now that I like have to, it's just all so new and interesting, and it doesn't feel like I have to. It feels like I get to. But anyway, all this is to say, we're doing a little what I eat in a day today. So if you're excited for this, excited to learn some amazing healthy recipes that I think are freaking delicious, give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button because I will be posting more videos like this because I've gotten a lot of requests for this kind of video. So sure do that. In the meantime, I'm gonna finish this and then it's time for some yoga. So with regards to exercise, I told you guys that I am cutting back on resistance training, and I have definitely done that. I cut back a little bit more than I initially intended to. I've been lifting about 2 times a week, sometimes 3. So majorly scaled back, but then I've ended up adding a few things. I've been trying to do yoga about 3 to 5 days a week, and then this is gonna be a real shocker, I have added cardio to my routine. Don't get me wrong, I still hate doing cardio. It's really not fun. I don't enjoy it. So I'm currently experimenting with a new routine. I'm kind of alternating days for, almost hit myself in the head with a flip-flop. I'm alternating days between like doing cardio, doing yoga, and lifting. So the kind of schedule that I'm trying to stick to is yoga plus cardio on one day, and then the next day would be lifting plus cardio, and then the next day would be yoga, and then kind of alternating between that. And what I have been loving so far is doing yoga outside in my backyard so that I can pair it with my like daily sun exposure. So I'll put on like a swimsuit and then just do yoga in my backyard and pray that my neighbors don't see me. Yoga accomplished. I'm so proud of myself. I did really well in, is it crow pose? The one where you like your arms are between your legs and you hold yourself up in your hands. I don't know. I was able to hold the pose. I'm proud of myself for that. But now it's time to go do some cardio, which I'm also proud of myself for doing because I don't like it. But I'm doing it anyway because #health. If you guys know my thoughts and opinions on cardio, you'll know that I do not think it's optimal for long-term fat loss. I think relying on cardio for fat loss in general is not a good idea. That doesn't mean that I think cardio overall is a bad thing or that I think it's bad for you. I think cardio is a great activity, really good for your heart, obviously, and overall, like, it keeps you active, it keeps you moving. Like, there's nothing wrong with cardio, and I'm not trying to lose fat right now. I'm just trying to maintain my health. As much as I like to say I hate doing cardio, I actually still really do enjoy how I feel after doing cardio. I just like hate doing it in the moment. Anyway, it was a good cardio session, but now it is time for some real food, real meal. So I just have some stuff here ready to be made into a delicious meal. Since I started working with Thrive Market, you guys have been asking me about the quality of their meats, because if you don't know, Thrive Market recently launched like a meat box service, and so you can get like boxes of different meats. You can get like a chicken box and a beef box and a combo box and seafood and all of that good stuff. And I know that the quality of their sourcing is really good. So like all of their chicken comes from small family farms. It's all certified organic, free range, etc. Their beef is all raised like 100% grass-fed, no hormones and antibiotics, basically like all the good stuff. Their meat is high quality, but I had never tried it. So I figured, since you guys were asking about it this month, I would give it a little try. And the other night I ended up making some slow cooker shredded chicken with my boyfriend for dinner. That was amazing. And then last night, my mouth was literally watering thinking about it, I baked some chicken thighs. Chicken thighs are like my new favorite food. Like, no joke. They're the best thing ever. So I baked some Thrive Market chicken thighs, and these are so good. The box that I ended up getting was the meat sampler box. So it came with chicken breast, chicken thighs, ground beef, and I think some bacon. And it was 31% off of like traditional retail price, which is amazing, because if you guys have ever tried buying, you know, high quality meat before, you know it can get pretty pricey. And that's my favorite thing about Thrive Market, is that they have all of my like favorite natural organic foods at 25 to 50% off of traditional retail prices. Thrive Market is basically like Costco but online, and for natural organic, really high quality foods. They're on a mission to make living healthy, easy, and affordable for everyone, and they really stand by this with their Thrive Gives initiative, which makes it easier for low-income families, teachers, and veterans to also access everything that Thrive Market has to offer. So if you do choose to order from Thrive Market, you're not only like buying from Thrive Market and getting great discounts on all your favorite things, but you're also supporting that as well. So if you want to give Thrive Market a try, I do highly recommend. You can go to thrivemarket.com/fitandnerdy and you'll get 25% off their already discounted prices and a 30-day free trial. So you can use that to like get some really good quality meats or your favorite snacks or whatever you desire. I'll go ahead and link that down in the description box below for you guys as well. So to my zucchini slices, I added the garlic, olive oil, a little bit of salt, some, what did I add? Onion powder, and now I'm adding a little bit of sage, just because I added sage to the chicken last night. So I figure, I don't know, flavors will complement each other.
Yes, adore you all of the time. I like to. I like to. I like to love you every day.
I'm not gonna lie, this is a lot more food than I was planning on having. I got a little bit carried away with the amount of lettuce that I was chopping, and then it just kind of spiraled out of control from there. But it does look delicious, and I'm excited to dig in. My hair is a little bit wonky from being up in a bun at the gym, but just, oh geez, just bear with me, okay? It's not getting any better. So just as a lot of you wanted me to give my opinion on the Thrive Market meat, a lot of you also have been asking about food combining. Food combining is basically a set of rules that you follow with regards to what foods you can and can't combine when you eat a meal. So the basic rules of this are as follows. You can only eat fruit on an empty stomach, and you cannot combine the following pairs. So starches and proteins, starches with acidic foods, protein and fat, different types of proteins, and then dairy should only be consumed on an empty stomach. You can't combine fruits and vegetables, and sugar should only be eaten alone. So the theory behind food combining is that if you eat slow digesting foods and fast digesting foods at the same time, the fast digesting foods will get like stuck on top of the slow digesting foods, and they won't be able to digest, and you get like this traffic jam in your digestive system, and this leads to all sorts of bad things like disease and rotting food in your stomach, digestive distress, toxic buildup, etc. And then another one of the main principles is that different foods require different digestive enzymes to get broken down, and if you eat these two different foods at the same time, your body somehow doesn't understand that it needs to secrete both of these digestive enzymes to break both different foods down. So that's kind of the basics of food combining, and luck would have it, I was planning on filming this today, and a YouTuber by the name of Abbey Sharp just uploaded a video today all about food combining. Highly recommend you go check it out for a more detailed explanation of all of this. It was a fantastic video, really went through all of the science behind it, and she took like half an hour to do it, so it's a lot more in-depth. I just want to spend a few minutes kind of talking about it. Here's the quick breakdown, the TLDR of it all. Basically, none of this is supported by science. In fact, the science says otherwise. Like, it literally says this is wrong. There's like one study that's been done on food combining looking at it for weight loss, and it showed that there's literally no difference between food combining and non-food combining when food is restricted for how much weight someone would lose. And then with all the rules of what you can and can't eat together, it mostly separates foods by macro, right? Like, you can't eat protein and fat, you can't eat starchy carbs and protein. But almost every single whole food is a combination of all three macros. Like, if you're eating whole foods, you really can't separate these different macros. All meat that you eat is going to have protein and fat. All grains that you eat are going to have carbs and protein. The human body evolved on a diet of whole foods, and almost all whole foods contain all the different macronutrients, so it makes literally zero sense that we wouldn't be able to break down different macronutrients at the same time. When you eat a food and you know it goes down your digestive system into your stomach releases gastric acid, and part of this gastric acid is composed of pepsin, which helps break down protein, and lipase, which helps break down fat. Guess what? The research shows that even if you're not eating any protein or fat, both of these compounds are secreted into your stomach anyway. There's no weird competition that goes on in your stomach where if you eat protein and fat, it can only secrete one of these enzymes to break down the food, and then the other half of your food just doesn't get digested. That's not how the digestive system works. The evidence also shows us that the acidity of the food you eat does not significantly impact the acidity of your digestive system. Your body has several different mechanisms by which it keeps the pH of your digestive system correct in each like segment of your digestive system. And then the idea that the food's gonna rot in your stomach, literally just, that's not how it works. That's not how the digestive system works. Your stomach acid is so low that it immediately breaks down everything in it and also sterilizes that area of your body. So it's not like bacteria are even gonna live in there anyway that can ferment anything and cause it to rot. Fiber can ferment in your large intestine, but that's actually a good thing. The fatty acids produced by the bacteria in there have been linked to positive benefits such as reduced inflammation, better blood sugar control. So basically, all of the principles of food combining are nonsense. But Marissa, people are still trying this and swearing by it. Like, how can you say that it clearly isn't effective if people are getting such drastic results? Here's the thing about people who are trying food combining and seeing a large success. It's probably not the food combining. When you look into different people's anecdotes about their success with food combining, you'll notice a trend. And this is the fact that they're not just changing the food combining. They're not only implementing purely the rules of food combining, they're changing other lifestyle and dietary factors. For example, I saw someone on Facebook the other day saying, has anyone looked into food combining? I'm trying and it's working amazing, and I left a little comment. Turns out, she also cut out gluten and dairy at the same time, and she's like, oh my god, food combining is a miracle. And I'm just like, you eliminated two foods that tend to be the most inflammatory foods and cause the most digestive issues for like most humans? But no, it's the food combining for sure. The thing that food combining does well is that it promotes mindfulness about your food choice, and this causes people to make smarter decisions when it comes to their food. It ends up cutting out a lot of inflammatory foods. It also encourages you to eat a ton of vegetables. So my final take on it is that if you want to better your health, if you want to lose weight, food combining does not make my list of like top 50 things that I would recommend to a client of mine to help with those issues. And I'm generally one to see benefit in a lot of different fad diets. Like keto has a huge benefit, intermittent fasting can have a huge benefit. There are no benefits inherent to the food combining that are backed by any amount of science. foods. My personal, like, generalized recommendation for anyone experiencing any amount of digestive issues is first, maybe look into an elimination diet, cut out all the foods that tend to be more inflammatory, tend to cause more bloat, and then slowly reintroduce them. I have a few videos about elimination diets on my channel, so I will link those down below. And then from there, combine foods to have satiating, balanced meals. You know, having a plate that's full of healthy carbs, fats, and protein is going to be super satiating. It's going to be full of micronutrients, and it's also going to help slow the absorption of the carbohydrates, which is going to reduce the potential insulin spike, which is better than eating a ton of fruit and first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. That's just a recipe for a huge insulin spike first thing in the morning. So those are my 2 cents on food combining. I hope that answers your guys' questions. Sun is getting somewhat close to setting, so I think I'm gonna go on my little evening walk and then practice my own food combining and make a healthy, balanced, nutritious dinner. You can tell I had no idea what the temperature was gonna be like outside, so I just prepared for both. Warm weather on top, cold weather on bottom. It's gonna be fine. We're definitely not gonna freeze to death on top and be way too warm on the bottom. I ended up being the perfect temperature on my walk, which was amazing and unexpected. Got a ton of work done. Today was really productive, but now I am hungry, which means it's time for dinner. The moment I have been waiting for all day. I'm making a burger salad. So I've made this a few times already while I've been AIP, and it is the most delicious thing ever. This is a little bit more sweet potato than I was intending, but you know, you can never have too much sweet potato. So I'm just gonna throw on some salt, a wee bit of garlic powder, and then a wee bit more of onion powder. Mix it all up. So this is going in the oven, and this good stuff was in there at 400 degrees for about 15 minutes. I ended up cutting up some kale because I've been trying to get like at least a cup of kale per day. So I have kale in here in addition to the romaine. I just have the chopped up onions and chopped up cucumber. I'd like to love you. This salad is life. Oh my goodness, look at how much color there is in there. It's so pretty. I am genuinely obsessed with this, and I could probably eat it like every night for the rest of ever if I needed to. So I'm gonna enjoy this while it's warm, and then I'm gonna catch up with you guys for dessert. Never mind about the dessert. I am still very full from dinner. It was very satisfying and satiating, and it is late, and I'm sleepy, and I have literally zero desire to eat anything else. Even something a little bit sweet and dessert-like. So I'm calling it a night. Maybe in my next vlog I'll show you my go-to AIP friendly dessert that I genuinely love it. Like, it's great. Just don't want it right now. So I guess I'll just leave it here then. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, because it really does support me and my channel, and I really genuinely appreciate it. Please share this video with your friends, your family, your neighbors. If you want to see more videos from me, in my next video I'll try to show you that dessert. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the little notification button so that you get notified when I upload new videos. And in the meantime, if you want to check out more videos from me all about the autoimmune protocol and the different changes that I am making to my lifestyle to help heal my gut in this journey, you can check those out over here, and I will see ya very, very soon. Bye.